Bugatti Baby II 2020. Racking up more than 1,000 victories during its time in motorsport, the Bugatti Type 35 is probably the most successful racing car in history. Introduced in 1924 with a revised version of the 2.0-liter straight-eight engine that motivated the Type 29, the Type 35 was a masterpiece that soon became a formidable presence in endurance racing, winning the Targa Florio in 1925 and taking home the Grand Prix championship the following season. Understandably proud of its creation, company founder Ettore Bugatti and his son Jean Bugatti decided to build a scaled-down Type 35 for Ettore's youngest son, Roland, for his 4th birthday. Although originally intended as a one-off creation, feedback from customers who visited the automaker's headquarters in Molsheim, France, was so positive the Bugatti Baby went into production. The production version of the Baby, also known as the Type 52, was larger and a bit more fleshed out than the kart Bugatti created for Roland. Roughly half-scale versus the Type 35, the Baby used a single 12-volt electric motor and boasted mechanical brakes and a semi-elliptical spring suspension. Bugatti built 500 examples of the original Baby between 1927 and 1936. Over the years the original Baby has become a sought-after commodity for well-heeled Bugatti enthusiasts, but with roughly 150 examples still around today, only a select few can get their hands on one. In celebration of the company's 110th birthday, Bugatti decided to put another 500 into production with a modernized spin. Dubbed the Baby II, the new car embodies the look and feel of the original Type 52, but in a larger and faster package. How much faster, you ask? Fast enough to briefly get it up on 2 wheels while hustling around the streets of Willow Road Course in Rosamond, California, as it turns out. At 75% scale versus the Type 35, the Baby II is large enough that most adult-sized enthusiasts can take part in the fun now. Even your author shoehorned his 6'3" frame into the cockpit, albeit with the quick-release steering wheel removed for ingress and egress and the adjustable pedal box, which has pedals machined from billet aluminum, naturally, extended out as far as it would go. While the technology underpinning the Baby II has grown up, significant engineering effort went into maintaining some of the vibe of Type 35. To provide an authentic representation of the original race car's handling characteristics, Bugatti 3D scanned an original Lion GP car in order to replicate its suspension geometry. The inclusion of adjustable dampers here, which Bugatti says is its only concession to modernity in the suspension system, provides a level of tunability that Ettore could only have dreamed of back in 1924. Available in 3 different iterations, base, Vitesse, and Pursuing, the open-wheel throwback has a limited slip differential, hydraulic brakes, and selectable drive modes. The cockpit of the Baby II follows the overall theme of blending vintage aesthetic with a dose of contemporary tech. The aforementioned quick-release steering wheel follows the Type 35's 4-spoke design, as does the turned aluminum dashboard, but a battery gauge now resides where the fuel pressure gauge would be on the Type 35. And in an homage to the Veyron, a power gauge takes the place of the oil gauge. In a similar strategy, Bugatti meticulously reproduced the Type 35's fuel pump handle for the Baby II. Here it serves as the forward, neutral, and reverse selector. Available in 3 different iterations, base, Vitesse, and Pursuing, the open-wheel throwback has a limited slip differential, hydraulic brakes, and selectable drive modes. The base model, $36,600, comes strictly in French racing blue with black leather interior. It's outfitted with a composite body and a 1.4 kWh battery pack, with a maximum speed of about 30 miles per hour in expert mode. Novice mode is for the youngsters and limits speed to 12 miles per hour, and a range of about 15 miles. We spent our seat time in a Vitesse example, $53,000. Which scores lighter carbon fiber bodywork, a range of color options, and a 2.8 kWh battery pack that doubles the Baby II's range while also allowing for performance beyond the base car's expert mode. Like Bugatti's modern hypercars, Vitesse and Persang spec Baby II models also have a second speed key which unlocks the system's full 10 kilowatt potential, raising the maximum velocity to about 42 miles per hour. Targeted at collectors, the Baby II Persang sits at the top of the range, at $71,400. While it shares its mechanical setup with the Vitesse, Bugatti ditched the modern carbon fiber in favor of handmade aluminum bodywork. Formed using traditional coach building techniques, the process of creating each body takes more than 200 hours to complete, according to Bugatti.